that, you know, because I was thinking mentioning about the Rengar point.
Yeah, the Rengar point is a big one. I didn't even notice it was still up. If Divine grabbed Rengar here together with this Galio, together with this Riven, they could just dive into the backline like it's free, right? They just get into Kinemon or Archony, whoever's playing the Ziggs, get on top of them and bust their skulls in.
Yeah, because BURIRAM cannot play the Rengar comp, it's very easy for Divine Esports. They don't even have to worry about that. So stuff like Lee Sin Ban doesn't affect them all too much. They can still play Kha'Zix, Rengar, whatever they want. BRU gonna once again go for the Kai'Sa and Braum. Slightly better matchup this time around. I think this is a little easier to play than the Nami Kai'Sa, but then again, it's still gonna be pretty easily punishable by Varus +1. You know, if this Varus Galio, it's fine. You know, it's a pretty decent one, but it's if it's Varus and some kind of aggressor, then it's so easy to smash. And like we said, you know, Kha'Zix, Rengar, whatever you want.
Draft is done. Let's go next. It's over. Let's go to the next series of the day. We're gonna have Fatal Adversity and Flash Wolves.
Is it as simple as that, do you think? Is it really a case of they've got the range advantage once again, they've got that global pressure to lock down a key target, and it's just easy pickings then for the Assassin in this Kha'Zix?
The only way BRU salvage this draft is if they take something like Rengar or Xin to counterpick the Kha'Zix and put the Jarvan at top lane. But they're not going to do that because Shiba loves the Jarvan. It's a free matchup for this Kha'Zix. He's going to take over the game because it's land. We know what he does. His teams, his lanes all have full prio, and he's just gonna eat Shiba's jungle once again.
So the rise of Jarvan has been as a laner. It's definitely not in the jungle. Like, Jarvan jungle has so little priority compared to a lot of the other things they have. And Divine Esports, I mean, they're just gonna pull out the fist. It's been banned for 2 games straight. Now Coyote finally gets to play it. It doesn't feel like BURIRAM United have a cohesive composition. It's so easy to punish a control mage in the mid lane. Ziggs is just gonna get shoved in, and he's gonna get smashed by this fist. There's no other way to put it, right?
Yeah, and if you look across the draft top to bot, the only lane that should be remotely close is this Baron lane. Every other lane, Divine Esports has counter picks, and that's gonna truly unlock land and what is already a free jungle matchup. This Kha'Zix will eat this Jarvan alive. He's gonna have his teammates supporting him. Yes, Braum is a good answer to the Galio pickup in the bot lane, but Galio's not gonna play lane. Varus is just gonna perma shove you, and Galio is gonna perma roam together with land on this Kha'Zix, and Shiba will not get to play the game.
But what do we put this down to, boys? Is this a misread here by BURIRAM as to what they thought was strong or what their opposition was going to play? Or was this them, I suppose, underwhelming themselves as to how strong they came into this tournament as? What do you reckon, Grandom?
Yeah, I don't think this is them misreading. I think this is just them being too accustomed to and too used to a specific composition. They can't really play anything else. This is about the best that they can get.
Champion pools may be limited here. BURIRAM United down 0-2. They're hoping that this draft might be the difference maker. Divine Esports, business as usual. The Fizz has been let through. Let's throw it back to our casting team. It's TJ and Riku.
Thank you very much, Skimmy. And it happened, Riku. Coyote got his Fizz.
Yeah, just according to plan. I mean, BURIRAM was running out of these bans, and for sure they had no choice but to let Coyote unleashed on this Fizz. And whenever I see a Fizz, he has this, indirect passive that forces the enemy team to build on stasis just because of that Chum the Waters. And
you gotta pay your taxes.
Exactly.
If you don't pay the fish taxes, you get eaten by the fish.
Exactly. So they have to. They have to be forced to get these stasis. Huh?
That's just how it works. I don't make the rules.
I know. It's
What's that funny to you? You should pay your taxes.
No, I know. I'm just smiling. I don't know because it's
Are you advocating for tax evasion, Riku?
Appreciate it, TJ. Appreciate it.
Game number 3, an elimination match in this bracket for BURIRAM. Should they lose here, they need to play in the last chance qualifier in order to make it into the group stage. And so everything's on the line. Divine are 1 win away from the group stage. Something that we anticipated at the start of this bracket, but I would comfortably say this is the first time I've believed it.
Yeah, before the series even started, it started to look as if this could be incredibly close. But based on the 2 games we've seen so far, it has been the Len show, especially at the early game. And now that the Lee Sin is banned, he's on a Kha'Zix, but still a little bit similar. You know, you have that mobility with the leap. But now you're paired with another assassin in the mid lane with Coyote, which is very different in dynamics. We'll see if this dive is going to push through, though.
Now here comes Len, threatening Kinemon. He's using the buddy system, though, holding hands with supporter. And they are just fine.
Yeah, having to get the Brahmin for supporter for that big disengage. So level 3, level 5
Level
rather.
3!
3! Oh no, top lane.
Shiba in on Titan X. He'll be pulled back in. He's gonna flash away to safety. You're right there, Rika.
Level 3. Bot lane.
Kinemon and supporter are in trouble. Double taunt finds them both, and they are both gone. Quay will die. Here's Artany to try and get something back. Oh wow, that kill went to supporter, and Artany is not going to be able to get anything back. So a kill lead passes to Divine at level 3.
I'm gonna remember this, TJ.
I'm gonna remember this as well. Coyote in,
the
Shiba has to flag drag, flash to stay ahead of Len. Does do so, does survive, but the invade attempt goes badly wrong.
This doesn't, Lee Sin getting banned doesn't really change the dynamics of how Divine Esports is going to work, because the foundation is still there. Len is going to be aggressive. You've got the leap, you've got the damage to supply it. The fact that Coyote as well is on this Fizz, meaning that Chum the Waters will be one of your primary engages alongside with Quay. So imagine this combo. Coyote, Hope 1 on the Varus, and as well as the Fizz, meaning you want to prioritize your stasis. But that means you're going to go defenseless against the Chain of Corruptions because you will not get the QSS. You have to choose between the two, get chummed by the Fizz or get tethered by the Chain of Corruptions.
A devil's bargain. And I'm not entirely sure that anyone has the answer to that. It depends, of course, on what you're more convinced is going to kill you, and we're not going to figure that out until this game gets going. Hope 1 is in trouble as BURIRAM make a play down bottom. Mega Inferno Bomb does seal the deal onto 1 kill, but Kinemon pays for it with his life. BURIRAM have 2 for 1 down bottom, and Shiba on the dive doesn't kill Len. It's a double kill to Len. Behind the turret, supporter dies. Archony tries to finish off Coyote and can do it. He wins the fight narrowly for BURIRAM.
Yeah, that was a close, almost 1v1 situation between Archony and Coyote, but we've seen how the potential matchup could have gone. Imagine if Coyote had chummed the waters, didn't use the ult to last hit supporter, it would definitely, 100% Coyote would have won that against Archony.
That's such a narrow escape for Archony. It's so terrifying to play into Coyote. And though that does shrink the gold lead a bit, BURIRAM still need to fight in for this Drake.
Yeah, they're nowhere near this. We see Kinemon already rotating towards topside, so that means BURIRAM is going to give that Drake up. We're just going to fight for Rift Herald. Divine Esports, a little bit chunk already, so this means that they're happy with just getting First Blood Tower. Even if BURIRAM gets the Rift Herald, they can only use it to equalize the map score and not exactly to get First Blood Tower.
And wow, if you look at the map, Divine aren't just taking the turret down bottom, they also clean out that entire quadrant of the jungle. So there's going to be nothing for Shiba to pick up as he roams down there, and Len has just gotten a fairly massive injection of gold.
It's a lot. It's supporter about to die.
He's
No.
hanging out. Len jumps on him. Supporter walks away. We're fine.
They were finding a squishier target. They were finding Kinemon to possibly maybe roam around, perhaps in the jungle alongside supporter. It could have been possible, but, Kinemon took the safe way into the lane instead.
Divine playing now on their own side of the map, taking their time, dotting their I's, crossing their T's. This is the 3rd game in this series, and they have not yet lost a Drake. I think that's worth noting, and speaks to Len's objective dominance. Noel up top did go for a play and is going to be taunted forward. Here comes Len. Noel turns, tries to fight, burns Len down, but does not find the kill. In the meantime, Shiba tries to make a play off of that and does isolate Hope, finding the 2nd kill onto Divine's AD carried this game. They'll take a turret off of this for BURIRAM, and they summon the Rift Herald They could go for an inner. They could go for 2 turrets. Shiba on the dive versus Quay. Quay has to flash away. Kinemon chases far back with the killer instinct. Another kill to Shiba. Rift Herald crashes, but here comes Coyote and Len. Both pressing forward on Kinemon to defend this turret. Coyote forced to hop away. Len jumps in, deletes Shiba, gets away with it, but the turret falls. BURIRAM get the inner turret in the mid lane.
Yeah, I really love this coming from BURIRAM here. I mean, we've seen it before. This is scaling. Arshini and Kinemon are going to hurt a lot, but it doesn't mean they don't have to do anything in the map, and I really like the proactiveness. The fact that Divine Esports, whenever they invest their resources trying to gank somewhere in the lane, they utilize the Ziggs to take down towers, and I really love this coming from BURIRAM.
Divine playing safe and defensive on the map now because this certainly changed the tempo of the game.
It does. It pushes Divine to be a little bit more careful. They were unable to try and punish. I mean, Len is still able to get an exchange kill off of this. They were able to eliminate Shiba, chum the waters, everything else. You've got Len to leap in, leap out to finish off the kill. And one thing that I still haven't seen so far is the Twin Shadows enchant, which is going to be very important to spot like these instances.
To stop that from happening. As Shiba walks in, he walks away from it, but almost just wanders to his death. And if a Drake had been coming up, there had been an important objective that would have instantly lost it.
Exactly. That is the reason why it's extremely important. It's Archini here on the Ziggs, and now not on the Twisted Fate to catch off these pesky and sneaky assassins. So Divine now going for the 1-3-1. They're going to try to split BURIRAM here. And it is going to be a tad difficult, I suppose, just because if BURIRAM decides to deal with any of the side lanes, it is going to be Quay who's just going to fly in. But that dynamic means that Hope One is the most vulnerable target. He's going to be all alone because Quay is going to be busy with everyone else, with Len, with Quay, or rather with Coyote and 10X.
I mean, Quay's pretty scary as well. Don't take it away from him.
That's true.
Drake will be focused in here. I like the priority you set up there. As Ward does go in here, BURIRAM, can they take their first Drake away from Divine this entire series? Here comes Shiba, challenging Len for the spike fight. He does it, stealing it away. On the front lines, Divine now turn for the fight. Quay takes up, will drop the heroic entrance to try and save Hope. Full engaged, Kinemon over the top.
What?
Killer instinct from Kinemon. He's got 2 kills, and he's still going. Versus Len now. Shiba, slain. Kinemon picked up, double kill, picked up off the back of Len. They shut down Kinemon. Archini forced to flash away. Quay's got the chase. Supporters trying to keep him alive, and he will dive forward behind the turret. Archini's gone as well. A complete wipe for Divine. This mid turret burned down.
It don't matter if Len didn't get his Lee Sin. He is still Len. He is now on the Kha'Zix. He managed his cooldown so well into that fight. Made sure that whenever he blew all his cooldowns, he would just stay back in the fight. And let's take a look at that replay again. This is exactly what we're talking about. Hope is going to be all alone. He's going to be the most vulnerable target. But it serves as a tool for people, for BURIRAM to funnel onto him instead of the key targets like Len. And it works out. He's the bait, and now it's another fight.
A dangerous one for Quay, who is tying up Supporter in the middle of the river. He'll get knocked up here. He can't get over this wall. He's just dead. Coyote finds Supporter roaming in here, trying to find the damage, but he's going to get stunned up, chained down by Noel. Double kill to Shiba. BURIRAM's find some random value inside the river. They went fishing, Riku.
And they managed to catch Hope One over there, and we talked about this before.
3
Hope,
kills.
3 as well, yeah, Coyote and Quay, as they came in one by one, and that's not exactly the ideal situation that you want to be, and especially Kinemon Arshini, we talked about this before, the scaling. Len is just gonna stop some ports back.
Len? He's gonna stop some teleports, but at what cost? Just to jump away.
Flank.
Tanax found a flank. Oh, Noel, very low. They're going to get that kill. Kinemon called out as well. Supporter roaming in. Kinemon, killer instinct. Len finds him. It was a master plan. I apologize, Riku. It was a master plan from Len.
The trust of Len towards Tanex is insane. I'm gonna buy you some time. I'm gonna cancel the ports. We're not gonna let them go home. They're gonna funnel on me. But hey, look, the Riven is just right there to catch the retreat. And that chaos is where Divine thrives. BURIRAM was not ready for that.
And because they weren't ready for that, they're not going to get this Baron. Divine are burning it down. Divine will break off, actually, to go for the fight. Coyote over the wall, threatens Archeni, who drops into stasis to survive. Supporter soaking up the front of this fight. Very well played by BURIRAM. They stall of the fight, drop a Mega Inferno Bomb onto the front of it, and get so much value. Shiba has a very fast engage, but Len somehow manages to stay on top of it. And BURIRAM could push forward now with control of the Baron pit. Noel onto Coyote. Coyote, half HP, jumping away. Will survive with a heroic entrance over the top to make sure he does.
I love how Shiba used a flash just for that teeny tiny chance for him to possibly cancel a retreat or cancel a port back. Because if someone died, especially if he managed to catch out Len, it could have been a Baron. But Divine Esports, fast on the retreat, decided, hey, there's going to be another important objective coming, which is the Infernal Drake. Let's just set up for that instead of trying to find a pick and turn the fight around.
The Drake coming up here down bottom. Much more achievable for either of these teams. Coyote? Red, checked. Supporter doesn't have shadows, but he's got one of those.
He has the brush check. Oh, what? Going in?
He just dives. Coyote behind the stump of the turret down there. Called out, forced into stasis. He's burned down. Easy kill. So the rest of Divine try to burn down this dragon, but they can't do it in time. Shiba turns onto it. This could be the first dragon for BURIRAM in a long time. They grabbed the Cloud Drake earlier, and this would be their second of this series. Quay forced away. Oh, what a dunk! Noel finds the execution with the guillotine, and it's a kill on over. But Tanex dives into the fight. 1v3. Noel very low. Tanex finds the kill. Archeni focused down. He's gone as well. Tanex cleans up the team fight. Triple kill picked up by Len, making a quadra. They've shut down BURIRAM. A complete wipe after losing the fight for the dragon. They'll keep pushing it. That's going to be the game. That's going to be the series, Riku. Off the back of Tanex and Len. Divine Esports close us out 3-0. The best team in Bracket A. They're going to the group stage.
What a dominating finish by Divine Esports over here. And now they've created a statement. It's fine.